Good morning, YouTube. It's Latasha McDaniel again from Know Your Worth Ministries. I know I'm in my scrub hat and it's early in the morning. This is the best time for me to do my videos. When I get home in the evening time, I have mommy duty, so it's kind of hard for me to do them this way. I can do my videos with no interruptions. Good to see you guys again. Again, it's Latasha McDaniel from Know Your Worth Ministries. I do have a ministry. It's called Know Your Worth. And it's crazy that I have experienced this narcissistic relationship thing because I am a ministry leader. And I do realize when you are striving to do the things for the kingdom of God, the enemy will come. He will come. And sometimes we get so busy in what we're doing, we get distracted. I'm pretty transparent. I can be transparent about where I'm at and what I'm going through. I really feel like, if you don't go through some things in life, you can't help anyone in ministry. You can't help anyone go through. Not only have I been through a narcissistic relationship, I also have been through a divorce, and so I have knowledge in that area as well. So now here I am dealing and have dealt with a narcissistic relationship. This morning, the topic of my video is going to be when a narcissist starts to devalue you. And we know that there are three phases to the narcissistic relationship, and that is idealization, the devaluation, and a discard stage. Out of the three, I don't really know which one is the worst. If it's the idealization, faking a relationship, faking things in a relationship, fabricating a relationship. I don't know if that's worse than a devaluation is when they start to put you down, or the discard is when they get rid of you. I really think that it depends on the individual. What part? I think all three parts are bad. All phases are bad, but I really just feel like it really depends on the individual and who you are and your background and the things that you've been through in your life, that makes whatever stage devastating to you. However, the discard stage was very devastating to me because of the simple fact that I've had issues with rejection in my life. And so for that to happen, it really, that part devastated me. And the thing about it is that my narc knew this. And you have to understand that these individuals, they case you like a robber does a bank, as I said before. And they know you. They find you out. They know your deepest, most secrets. You pour into these people and tell them your secrets and the things that bother you and your struggles in life. And of course, if you run into a covert narcissist like myself, they come off very charismatic to the point you feel like you can tell them anything. And that's exactly where I was in the devaluation stage. What happens is that um this stage is right before the discard stage, right after the idealization stage. And so what starts happening is that um they start devaluing you. And the reason is because there are several reasons. One reason is that they first put you on this pedestal, and put you on this pedestal and they'll knock you off of it. And you'll find yourself knocked off the pedestal and them looking down at you, like, get up. You're supposed to get up when I knock you down. But the reason that they do this is because it's part of the seduction. It's part of the manipulation. It's hot. Some people call it hot and cold. One-on-one psychology. I give you a little bit, I take a little bit, and I don't know what it is about the human mind that it seems like the more someone rejects us is the more we want them, the more we want, and it's because they give us a little bit, and so they give us a little bit of hope, and then they snatch it right from up under us, like someone snatching a rug from up under your feet. You have a little stability, and then it's snatched from up under your feet, but you remember that stability. So you know, you want the rug back because it gave you stability when you were standing on it. And so, therefore, um, you want more from them. You tend to want more and desire more of their attention when they play these games with you. And so they start doing little things like little subtle, because I had a covert narcissist. His devaluing was pretty settled, you know. Um, Before I was his sunshine, I was his everything. Oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, you are fine. You know, you're everything that God. I it's like an angel that God has sent me. And so he's like, I love you because you love the Lord, and you know, and there's not a whole lot of women out there that he's ran into that really loves the Lord, and you know, and all this good stuff. And so those very things that he fell in love with were the very things that he started poking and prying at me about. I noticed that he would always take me out to eat, you know, and I started eating. And I'm one of those people, it doesn't take much for me to start losing weight. And I was watching my weight when I was with him. I had lost a significant amount of weight. He started feeding me, and of course, I started eating. I was happy, so I thought, and I started gaining weight, a lot of weight, and started calling me fat. You know, like stuff like we would sit on a couch and he'd say, "Move off the couch. You know it's not enough room for both of us on here. You are fat." Or he used to always say, "You have such pretty feet." He started poking at my feet and saying, "Oh, you need to do something. Those dogs, they ugly. You know, you need to do something." You know, just saying little things. Everything that he gave me compliments on was the very things he started attacking. He started attacking my weight. He started attacking my feet. To him, at the beginning, my hair was so pretty all the time, and he started telling me, like, "I really don't like your hair all that much." You know, and I'm just like, where is all of this coming from? So, guys, they will, the very things that they have given you, if you pay attention, the very things that they have given you compliments on are the very things that they start attacking and start tearing down and making you feel like you're trash. And this guy, and also what they'll do is the triangulation. It kind of goes along with the devaluation, and it's when they use another person just trying to make you feel bad. You know, he would bring up a girl that he used to talk to prior to meeting me, who rejected him. And I remember him saying, you know, I remember one time he was talking about his wife excessively, because with narcissists, what you'll realize is that they always are talking, but it's always about what's going on with them and what's happened to them and woe is me. And so he was talking about his wife, and I was like, you just need to, like, seriously let that go. If you're moving on with your life, you need to let that go. I said, you almost seem obsessed with your ex-wife. And he was like, obsessed with her? Oh my God, no. If you were going to say I was obsessed with anybody, you should have said Danielle. You know, guys, and I, that made me feel so small, because basically what he just said was he was still obsessed with someone that he couldn't have. And it's like, and in my mind, in my human mind, it's like if you're obsessed with her, and the way you talk about your ex-wife, who you say you're not obsessed with, if this chick gives you the slightest attention, you'll drop me like a bad habit. So that was a slap in the face, but that was part of triangulation. That went along with the devaluation. You'll find that they will use another individual to triangulate you with, to try to make you feel bad and feel low about yourself, when also side by side they're putting you down, saying little things about you, rather be your hair, rather be your weight, whatever, anything that they've given you compliments on. You rest to believe that those are the things you'll notice that they'll start talking about and making you feel bad about. You know, this devaluation thing also will take place if they figure out that you're figuring them out, that you're figuring them out. So they have to gain control. They have to turn up the heat on a devaluation, because that's one of the tools that really works. The hot and cold. I'm gonna be hot. I'm gonna be cold. I'm gonna be hot. I'll be cold. My narcissist. I mean, in one breath he'll tell me he loved me, and the next he'll say something really crazy, like, or his attitude would just switch, and that's part of the devaluation. I tell you one thing, my seduction stage, or golden period, whatever you want to call it, in the beginning was so wonderful. Oh my God, it was so wonderful. So when he started devaluing me, which was a sudden onset, it was just crazy. I could not comprehend it. It is not something to be comprehended. I remember the first time I started noticing that. I noticed that I went into devaluation is he had bought me some tires. And one of the tires was kind of having some problems. It was like seeping air or something like that. And he was going to take it back to Walmart for me and have it checked out. And I remember, there was a little piece of paper that they given him for the warranty. And I think I was cleaning out my glove box one day, and I may have thrown the paper away. Well, when he went to Walmart to um, get the tire fixed, he couldn't find the paper. Well, apparently, he had one of his superiority moments with the tire guy and wanted to prove him wrong, and went to go get the paper, and it wasn't there because I had accidentally thrown it away. But I just remember, prior to him leaving the house, we had just had such a good time. We had breakfast, we had intimacy. I mean, we everything was just lovely. We were laughing and playing, and so he goes and he has this moment with this guy where he has a superiority moment where he feels like he needs to prove himself and makes the guy look like an idiot, but he couldn't. He ended up looking like an idiot. So he came back, and oh my God, he had a massive attitude. And it wasn't yelling or screaming, but it was so passive aggressive. Why'd you throw the paper away? He just kept on pounding me, and I was like, you know what? I'm sorry. I may have thrown the paper away. After apologizing, he kept on and kept on and kept on, and I was just like, oh my God, are you serious? There were so many different situations that didn't make sense. This onset of attitude where, like, I did something really wrong. I just noticed him always getting an attitude about things that just didn't matter. Another moment is when once I took him to meet my mom for like maybe the second time, and we went to go sit over there, and he had his little boy with him. Prior to us going over there, we had went to Mr. Getty's, and I had taken my little cousin and his son, and they won some prizes, and one of the prizes was a little airplane. So we go to my mom's house, and my nephew was playing with the plane, and it was time to go, and they couldn't find it. He became very infuriated that they could not find the airplane. And we could not find an airplane anyway. My little cousin said he wasn't playing with. My nephew said he wasn't playing with the plane. He said that he was. But I remember him being so angry, and my mom's looking like, what in the world is going on? Guys, it was a plane that you win when you go play games at a video game store. It was really nothing. But he wanted that plane. He wanted that plane. He had an attitude, and his mask was sliding off. My mom saw it, and I remember my mom saying, what in the world? Like, I will buy the kid another plane. I mean, but it was maybe like a little bitty plastic plane. I don't know. It was stupid. But all of that was part of my devaluation. He was around my family member. He wanted to show me that they didn't matter to him. He didn't care how they perceived him. He really didn't care how they perceived him. And so I say that to say that there's different dynamics of this narcissistic thing. A lot of people say, oh, they don't want anybody to know who they are. It just kind of matters sometimes who they want to know who they really are and who they don't. If you're in a devaluation stage with a narcissist, they really don't care, because if you're in devaluation, 9 times out of 10, they're probably getting ready to discard you. And another reason that they discard is also if maybe a potential source of supply has come back on the scene that they're hoovering. And if the hoovering is taking place with this other individual and it's kind of being successful, then they're getting ready to discard you. However, if the hoovering with the other narcissistic supply is not successful, then you can move forward to going back into the golden period where they seduce you, the idealization period. But also, if you get to that point because you were close to being discarded, once they find another source of supply that catches their attention, your devaluation will be worse this time. The following time, it will be really worse. Um, but you best to believe if they are hoovering you, it's because they don't see things the way you and I see things. Where you think you're loving them, they don't think you are, and you are being devalued because you're going to be punished. You know, another thing that they do in devaluation is when they punish you, they give you the silent treatment. And I'll discuss that in another video. That is horrible. I experienced that so much, the silent treatment. But I'm more talking about the things that they say to you, how they try to put you down and tear down your self esteem and make you feel low. In that, I found myself not taking care of myself the way I usually do. And in this beginning of this relationship, I was always taking care of myself and doing what I needed to do for myself. And because of how he was draining me, I didn't feel like it. And I remember him telling me that you have too much confidence. I'm gonna have to tear you down. I'm gonna have to break you down. Your confidence is too high. You think you all of that. And I thought, he said that one too many times. And I remember saying to him, you should want a woman who has confidence in herself. Why would you say that? The way you talk about your wife is if she had no confidence. And here I am, someone with confidence, and you now are telling me that I have too much confidence and you want to break me down. That he used to tell me that. He also used to say, guys don't try to talk to you, do you? I don't. Guys don't try to talk to you. And I'm like, why would you say that? Why would you say that? So in it, because I didn't know I was dating a narcissist, none of it made sense to me. But now that I'm out of the relationship and I've done the proper research and looked at different videos and all that kind of stuff, now I understand. And even in understanding, it's still hard. It's like, my God, like the enemy is live and he is doing his job. He is out to steal, kill, and destroy. But I tell you one thing, when you got God on your side, you're more than a conqueror. And he that's greater in you is greater than he that's in the world. And there's no devil in hell. There's no narcissist in hell or on earth who can tear you down. The Lord says, trust in him with all your heart and lean not to your understanding in all your ways. Acknowledge him and he will direct your path. And so that's what I have been doing. I have been trusting God. Has this been an easy road for me? No, it hasn't. But it's been easier with God on my side. I know that a lot of people have gone through some worse things than me and have suffered more than I have. God gave me the strength and the ability to get out the relationship. And let me just be real. My narcissist discarded me. And I'll talk about that in another video. And sometimes I have gotten sad about it, but when I really look at it, it's a blessing because this could have gone on for years and years and years. And no, there's still a lot of things that just does not make sense to me. It's like I don't get it, you know. Even with the understanding and the information before me, it's like, wow, like there really are people out there like that. Well, YouTube, it is 6:08 a.m. It is time for me to go clock in and start my work day. I just wanted to come to you and share this piece of information with you before I got my day started. I pray that you are blessed. I pray that God brings you peace and God brings you joy in your journey of healing. God bless you. See you next time.